Hello to everyone. Mick Hodder's my name. I'm the Chief Operations Officer here at DELP within the Forest, Fire and Regions Group. Really lucky to be part of the team and have gained this gig, as I would say, because I love both working the strategic and policy space as well as operations and dealing with staff face to face. So a little bit about who I am. 3 kids, live in Clifton Hill, but it had a lot to do with a couple of areas around the state, from Cape Conran up in East Gippsland right through to the forestry industry now through my father, who had the general store there with his father, and then right through to Berwick where we lived, but then Bungaree as well, and mother growing up on a potato farm there as well. Now, I've been lucky enough to have a number of careers, teaching, Victoria Police Force, Environment Protection Authority and in fisheries. And one of the things and one of the principles of the way I operate is that I deal with people face to face, and as a manager, I'm an equal with you and I get out and about. I learned pretty soon in my career that a lot of staff never got to see their managers in different workplaces, and I'm certainly one of those people you will hear from, like today, or see out and about. So that's a little bit about me. And in doing that, what I get to understand is you and your workplace, what you value, what you need, what you may seek for the future too, not just the immediate things, but also those things like equipment and your vision as well, so that I can improve on our strategic intent in relation to this workplace. So at the end of the day, communication is probably foremost in my mind. And as I've said to a number of you before, you know, with 3 kids, and they're a bit older nowadays as well, 22, 20 and 16, that's the lens that I look through when I look at how you're operating in the workplace, how my kids would like to be treated if they were here, how they'd like to be equipped. So my vision of a strong workplace that deals with the community face to face, and we genuinely take things on board, we listen to their concerns, and we're foremost the #1 department that is able to deal with community issues and plan for the future. Given that most of you are part of the community as well, and so are your family and your friends, and you work in organisations or volunteer in organisations outside of DELP as well. Safety is foremost in my mind on each occasion, how we can continue to value and improve there, and how we can rise above what we're doing now and become better as a group with your collective input. Leadership at all levels is really important to me. As I've often said to those staff and some of the FSOs and those in the VPS as well, that if there's things going to happen out in the workplace, you know, in terms of either fire or emergency management issues, I would like to be with you, because you know the equipment, you know the people, you know the environment. So that's the lens I look through there at the same time. So leadership at all levels and how we develop there is really important to me. Our succession planning, the opportunities, how our programs are developed too, including things like tree fallers and that as well for the future as well. Budget, really strong on budget. And must be robust design around the activities that we perform. We've got the right systems in place, we've got the right management in place, and we've got the right training in place for our people as well. So those costings for the work that we do are absolutely paramount in our activities for the future. Operations, again, how we well articulate what we're doing and make that more transparent to the executive and others is very important. Those partnerships, and last of all, those values and behaviours, how we operate. I'm really easygoing, but what I won't tolerate are poor behaviours at the end of the day. But as usual, always happy to discuss things, and that's really important, particularly around those values and behaviours as well, or any conflicts in terms of things that you may not have been able to discuss before, that you can have that discussion with me and we can sort out any issues. Lastly, keep safe, and I look forward to catching up.